athletics, they're not publicly reported. So there's lots of local anger and local interest in California hospitals. California hospitals are being a criminal probe against shipping water. The scam.
Hey y'all, it's Liz and I'm back again with another video. I have a special guest with me, my sister Rachel.
Hi.
And we decided to do a mukbang because, I mean, what else is there to do during quarantine but eat? Yeah. So we chose to eat Wingstop today. Yeah, so what did we get? What did you get, Rachel?
8-piece bone in.
Oh, we have to tell y'all the story about this.
Original hot.
Yeah, original hot, but we have to tell y'all the story about how we got our food. So usually I get like all lemon pepper, but this time I wanted to get lemon pepper and hot lemon pepper, right? It's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, so y'all, tell me why there are 30 wings sitting in front of us. 30. It was crazy. We walked in to the Wingstop place and you can just tell people were stressed, people were frantic.
But you can just tell they were busy. Even though there was obviously no one in there. Just a lot of orders. There were a bunch of orders that were already ready.
Yeah, so we're just thinking she's just gonna pull off an order.
And we were like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it had been a while.
It's been a while since she told us to come, since it would have been ready. And she brought one, and she was like, oh, so you guys just had that one, right? Like, no, we had two. And she started like, going around the back, trying to find things, looking at all the other orders.
I'm just sitting there just
but
like,
never once telling us what the issue was.
Yeah, she didn't come back and say, oh man. And I guess she just didn't want to scare us in case like
it could have been sorted out.
Exactly before telling us.
But she was acting so, she wasn't keeping her cool. She was like, oh, where's I was just like really reacting and just being weird. And she was like, I printed out a ticket and there's only one if you're, basically we placed 2 orders over the phone. So there should be 2 tickets, but she only had 1. And that one was mine.
So I was like, cool, no problem, just make mine, it'll be fine. So she's like, yeah, it won't take like long, it'll come out. So she gives me my order, and then Rachel notices that her fries are like cold, like really, really cold. So she was like, can I just get like another order of fries? So she moves up fries, and we're thinking, okay, the only extra we'll be getting is fries. So that's why we opened the bag, and this lady gave us 10 lemon pepper wings and 10 hot lemon pepper wings. 10, mind you, we only ordered 8 for each of us.
In total, like 8 for each.
I'm not gonna
got 20 each, and I got 8. That's okay, we can share.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna put a question mark where I put a period, right? So, but I will say that she was kind of annoying. Like, I didn't like the way that she was going about
talking to her coworkers, because the coworkers were mostly Hispanic, and a lot of them didn't. I guess they didn't speak the best English, so she was just acting like Uno ticket. Like, I'm just like, girl, I just wasn't trying. I don't know. And she kept like looking at me like for some kind of sympathy, and I'm just like, I'm not like, oh, God, I don't relate to whatever you're thinking about them.
I felt like she was looking at us like,
she was wanting us to be like, oh, God, they don't speak English. Like, girl, oh no, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at you. Like, you're the only one here who doesn't speak Spanish. Maybe you should learn a couple things to make it easier for yourself. I don't know.
Yeah.
Easier for them.
Because when I was reading Victoria's Secret, you guys didn't quit. Like, people speak Spanish. Even if you have to learn some keywords to get yourself going, that's what you gotta do.
She just seemed very frustrated with them. And she's like, we always do this. It's supposed to be a ticket, but like I try to tell them, but they don't understand me, or I don't understand them, or I can't talk to them.
Yeah,
I can't talk to them. I'm just like,
also,
I'm just looking at her like, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm like, girl, I'm going to go back there and make the wings. Like, I don't know what the problem is. Like, that got nothing to do with me or my sister.
I suppose as long as I paid my 11 whatever, I'm good. Anyway, so how are y'all? How's everything? I know that we've been stuck in this quarantine for a minute now. How long has it been? I think we're in our my 4th week of working from home.
Yeah, 4th week.
As y'all know, well, some of y'all know, Rachel goes to A&M.
In her last year, senior, just less than a month left. I really wanted to graduate, but it's in God's hands, so it's okay.
Yeah, honestly, I'm still just praying like someone will just give and they can graduate in August, because
they're saying we may have a chance we'll get our diploma, but we'll be able to like walk in August, which is what I would prefer, because I really want, there's something about a ceremony that obviously holds more weight than just getting the degree in the mail. I want to actually be able to walk a stage, take pictures, have that memory, say I officially, truly graduated from Texas A&M after all that work.
I'm laughing at myself because I'm really struggling to eat this like neat and proper. You got your pictures though. So for that.
Have to do that.
But yeah, we hope you guys are all doing well with social distancing. You know, there's much to be grateful for, but I do know that there are also people that are like going through it right now. Like between
Lots of loved ones. Even
losing jobs.
yeah, even Carl Anthony Towns has lost his mother from all of this. It's just so sad. I can't. God forbid. Truly.
So just know, every single day we are praying. Like as believers, I think it's so important for us to be praying in a unified way right now because it's just crazy what's going on.
It's important for everyone to pray for everybody, like not just yourselves, because everybody needs it. For all the workers who don't have a choice but to go to work. For the parents who have to suddenly start homeschooling, that sounds really difficult. Like this is a lot. So just
For the married couples.
Yeah, married couple, or even the couples, the people I've heard that like cops have said there's a higher calls for like abuse.
Really?
Because like imagine if you have someone who like, you know, and then you're just staying at home all day long, you only have that freedom to go to work or, you know,
escape it.
Yeah.
So just praying, literally praying every single day. But the flip side of that is that, you know, there's time to spend with family, time to reconnect, time to draw closer to God, you know, there's just so much time now. So I'm just grateful. I'm not trying to force myself to do anything, pick up any new habits and like business ventures and everything. Like I think it's just important to just rest. Even if you want to do that, that's fine too. But if you also want to rest, that's okay too. I like how during all this time, like celebrities have been doing more lives and stuff.
Oh yeah, because everyone, they don't have anywhere to go.
They don't got nowhere to go.
They don't got nowhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, he had the live.
Yeah,
What's my man Quincy?
She loves Quincy.
He's so fun. He's so fun. But we watched like a little bit of it, but on Twitter today I felt so bad. Did you see that? With Lizzo?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I felt really, really bad. I feel like Lizzo cannot catch a break. So for those of you that may not know, basically
He was having a dance-a-thon.
yeah, he was having a dance-a-thon, so all his family, Quincy was his friend, so it was there. And were they raising money? Yeah, that's another topic.
That's
we'll
what
talk about.
is.
But yeah, so they're raising money for everything that's been going on, and they so he was inviting like different celebrities like that were
To
on
join
there
him.
to join him in dancing.
Dance.
I mean, LeBron was there.
T.O. Savage.
Sheba Savage was there.
Whitney Harlow.
Winnie Harlow was there. Yeah. So
And Lizzo.
and Lizzo was there. So
And Dre Michelle.
and Dre Michelle. Basically, like Lizzo was on there. I think Dre Michelle obviously came first, but Lizzo was on there and she was just dancing, and she was twerking honestly. Like
She was dancing just like normally before at the beginning, and then she started twerking.
Because sometimes you just gotta twerk, you know. So Diddy comes on there and he's like, stop the music, and she gets up and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like she looks so bad.
He's like, you know, like today's Sunday, like we're gonna keep it family friendly. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, oh no. I was like, she's being really like
apologetic
and embarrassed, really. It's
I was just
embarrassing.
embarrassed. I was like, dang, like,
and I don't think he was in the room, so it was like he walked in and she was, I don't know, and his sons were there, or his daughters, like, so I don't know.
So people were saying that was fat shaming, because all she was doing was dancing, and Drea was on there dancing too, and I also
was twerking.
I missed that clip, but I missed seeing it on the live, but she was twerking to back that ass up, like twerking song.
Everybody knows it. Yeah.
Yeah, but he comes on and he later explains that he was just doing it because of the song.
So the song had curse words and stuff.
So the only reason why I kind of like believe him is because the way it looked like in the live, it looked like he kind of came in, like he had left the room or something.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, stop the music. And he kept saying like, stop the music. Like, or, right? Like, stop the music as in like, I'm hearing.
He said stop the music.
Exactly. And he was saying that the songs were like, it was curse words and stuff. What was the song anyway?
I don't know.
Yeah. But there were like curse words and stuff, and it was Easter fair. So I don't know. Like, do you think he was disguising that as just the music, especially considering that Dre was just twerking 30 seconds ago?
Well, if it seems like, okay, well, from what I remember from the parts of this live that we saw, it looked like they were doing song requests. So maybe Lizzo chose that song, and that's why she was still like, oh, I'm so sorry, I thought she was so apologetic. She knew she chose that song with curse words, if that's the case. I hope people interpreted it more as like, okay, well, it was okay when Dre and Michelle was twerking.
I wonder what she thinks.
But then when Lizzo was twerking, it's a problem. That's what happens a lot with Lizzo in general.
In general, but like, I think that she accepted the offer, the explanation that Diddy gave though. Because he later came back on his live and he was like, you know, that's not what happened. Like, I was actually just.
Yeah, that's when he explained that it was about the lyrics. And she reposted it to her story because he posted it on his story.
Like she was receptive of that explanation. I mean, it's so bad, but I feel like she just can't have fun. And that's the thing that sucks. It's almost like she's just not allowed to have fun. Like she's not in a position to have fun simply because of her body type.
And she loves to have fun, it seems like. I feel like people seem to have a problem with it. And I mean, I know she's really kind of unconventional, but I feel like the real issue is that I don't know if it's like inappropriate. I feel like people just aren't comfortable with someone like who is so comfortable with things that people may consider to be
insecurity.
Yeah, because she is plus size, and some people may be insecure about that. They want to be skinny, and they think that, oh, the only way you can be pretty is if you're smaller. And with her, she's like, I'm still going to do my thing. I'm still going to live my life. I'm still going to dance and wear what I want to wear. People were just like almost like weirded out by it. But then other people who are smaller doing the exact same things, that people are just more accepting of it because they think like, oh, well, they look better, or it makes sense. Yeah, she should wear it because she should be confident in her skinny, small body. With Lizzo, like, why are you wearing that? How can you be confident? And people just, it's like people are almost like, not jealous, but just like low key, just like jealous of the comfort she has in herself and the confidence that she has. Because a lot of people who may look like her in real life don't have that confidence. Maybe. That's what I'm guessing. It's either them having it and they don't feel like they have the confidence, or even people who don't look like her, just being uncomfortable with her confidence. They just don't understand why someone, you know, who has that body shape would be confident in themselves.
It just takes some introspection, you know. Like, ask yourself, like, why are you comfortable with that?
People are all about body positivity. Will always act like it, but they really, I don't think people are yet. Like, you can have all your ad campaigns with this plus size woman, this skinny woman, this black woman, like whatever, but I feel like people are still not really, really body positive yet. Because although like brands like Savage, X Fenty, and you know like Ivy Park, like they have different sizes and different looks, and a lot of brands do that. Even Victoria's Secret is doing it now, but in the end, people still in their head are like wired to think that the standard of beauty is not a plus size woman, whether they see it on like ad campaigns or not, which is why now you're seeing Lizzo and people aren't accepting her and aren't like viewing her in positive ways, because they still think that, they still in their heads and their hearts and their subconscious think that that's not, like her body shape isn't the ideal type, and that it still isn't, it can't be accepted.
That sucks. It really, really sucks. And for her sake, I hope society can kind of get back with it. That whole situation was just embarrassing.
Before Diddy's his story explanation, like I was like, this is beyond embarrassing. Like I was just like, I'm so embarrassed. It was just so humiliating.
This is so humiliating.
Truly, just there and you're twerking. It was, I was just, and I to come in and stop you. Like that's really what the issue was. It wasn't the twerking. It was like him stopping the music. I stopped the music. Stop, like all that, and then her.
And I know he didn't stop the music for anybody else, for any other reason. For whatever it was, it's still embarrassing.
Even if it was because of her music, even if it's just like, I was this whole like big man, like with all his kids, like they're staring at you at home. If I were Lizzo, I would just have hung up and never acknowledge the situation again.
But thank you so much.
All the tweets, the conflict, the drama, I would just act like that wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but no, Lizzo would never. She's confident, and I like that.
Yeah, just Lizzo in general, like I realized, just to go back to what I was saying before, it's not really about Lizzo solely being plus size, because there are a number of singers and celebrities that aren't skinny, like Megan Thee Stallion, for example. Like she's not gonna say that she's plus size, but she's definitely not skinny. But her weight distributes
differently.
Yes. In what seems like a more ideal way.
Acceptable way. No, like, and this is kind of like, not off topic, but like Aaliyah's face, you know. Yeah, so she brought up this topic that I thought was so good. Like, she was talking about how, like, with body shape and just like these days, it's almost like everybody really wants like that hourglass like look. And she was talking about like something on Twitter that she said
it was the hip dip thing.
Oh yeah. First of all, I didn't even know what hip dips were. Do y'all know what hip dips are? Because
I do.
Turns out they're like dips in your.
It's basically when the tweet was saying like, basically like, how can like social media make me insecure about something? Like, basically she said that social media made her insecure about her hip dips. Yeah. When before social media, she didn't even know what hip dips were. So it was kind of like, okay, social media saying, oh, hip dips are bad. Like,
and Aaliyah was so perplexed. It was really funny. She was like, I'm not understanding.
Yeah.
That didn't make any sense to me.
She didn't even recognize that they were, but the more and more she saw that they weren't accepted, now she's insecure about that.
Exactly. Which
is interesting.
It is interesting when you say it like that. Because when Aaliyah was saying, she was not understanding like, how can like social media, I feel like she's said this before in the past, like she doesn't understand like how social media should make you insecure, like, because I think Aaliyah, like, and that's why I like her, she's very like confident, but I can understand like how social media can make you like insecure. So I feel like even in this girl's case, like, I can understand it. Like, if you're constantly not seeing yourself on any of the popular posts, any of the like the influencers, then like I can see how eventually you'd probably think like maybe my body shape isn't good, but then that means were you ever really secure in them? Because, right?
It's not that she was secure in them, it's that she just didn't know she even had them. Mm-hmm. So not like, oh, I have my hip dips, I love my hip dips. Like, it was more of like, I'm just living life, I don't know what I have or not. Yeah. And then suddenly now it's like, okay, these dips in your hips, like, these are bad. And now she's like, wait, I have these. Okay, if they're saying it's bad, then I think it's bad. Like, now I think it's bad.
Exactly.
So that's pretty much what it is.
And I think Aaliyah's, like, what her take was interesting, because she was encouraging people really not to feel that way at all, because she was like, it's only in that industry that body type looks good anyway. And I'm talking like, y'all know the type.
She meant like the fake Instagram, like really small waist, but like huge like butt, hips, and then huge like round, crazy boobs. Like
exactly, Fashion Nova. Like, don't even get me started.
Just saying how that body type, like that, like surgery, BBL
is
body type is
good in that industry.
It's only helpful if you're in Instagram or if you're like.
Video vixen like that. Anywhere else she was saying that you probably wouldn't be taken seriously.
Yeah, because even when she like if you just go around life, like you go to Walmart, you go to class, you go to work, like no one really is shaped like that. Like, and there are people out there who have that kind of body naturally, and we know them personally.
Being African, you're gonna see that body shape
all the time. But even them, sometimes their bodies are hypersexualized. Like they are just sexualized, even if they don't want
and
to
it's
be.
not fair.
And it's sad.
Really not.
It is unfortunate.
Exactly.
So that's just to show that, like, if you're not shaped like that, or if you are desiring that shape,
it comes with a lot more struggles than people make it out to be.
Like, okay, let's just think about the Fashion Nova models. Like, they're there. They have their bodies that are obviously surgically altered, and they're Fashion Nova models. Mm-hmm. And I can't imagine that they would be able, like, okay, that's their occupation. Mm-hmm. What if they wanted to start modeling like high fashion, like New York Fashion Week, Versace, Dolce & Gabbana, and the rest? They probably wouldn't be able to. Like, not probably, they would not be able to, because this shape just fits into that industry, into that mold, into that world.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they look cute in their pictures and they're there on Fashion Nova, but if they wanted to go on to do any more than that, maybe it would be a little harder.
So anyway, the grass is greener on your own side. The grass isn't always green on the other side.
The grass isn't always green on the other side. Like, the grass is green on
y'all know
your own side.
Y'all know the cliche. Like, I just think it's just important to just really appreciate what you have, work on what you have, because I think there's absolutely nothing wrong in trying to improve what you have, whether it be through exercise or plastic surgery. Argue with your mother. Like, that's your own business. But I just think like it starts from loving yourself.
But honestly, we mentioned this before. Sorry, we were wondering like, okay, because right now we know where we are. We know we're in Houston. We have the income we have, and you know that basically, let's say we wanted to get something done, like a nose job, a boob job, we would not be able to. Even if I wanted it, like I just know that it's not gonna fit. No, it's not gonna fit my lifestyle. Like I just know I probably can't afford it, and then I just know it's just not a realistic desire.
Yeah.
But if you were to like move to LA, for example, where like most of these Instagram models and video vixens and rappers' girlfriends, wherever it is, live, maybe you would feel more inclined to do something because all around, that's what you see all around you. And if you're trying to get into a certain industry, like we said, like you would have to.
I mean, you probably would.
You wouldn't have to, but like if you're trying to be competitive in that industry, you would kind of have to.
Like there's a YouTuber that we follow, and she has not really been able to like take off as well as like others. She's been on for a long time. Like,
and the people that she entered YouTube with have really like millions of subscribers, like great success. But she's successful, but it's not even close, like not even a little bit. And I can imagine how that could be
very
rough.
Frustrating. Sorry y'all, I had to replace the battery, the camera died. So that's why the angle probably shifted. So yeah, so she hadn't taken off, like she wasn't on their caliber at all. So she recently got her body done, y'all. And it's crazy, like, and honestly, I couldn't blame her. I could not blame her, not even a bit. Like, it looks good, it looks very natural and nice, but I could not blame her. Like, in her mind, I mean, the way she explained it to us, she was just like, I just feel like to be successful, like, you need to have.
Did she say that?
Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, kind of. Like, that's what she alluded to. She was like, everybody has their body done out here. Like, everybody has it done.
And she was saying, I mean, if I can afford it, then, because she was saying a lot of people, like, basically, of course, people always have a lot to say about surgery and stuff. And she was saying, like, well, y'all are just saying that because y'all can't afford it. Like, if you guys could afford it, most people who have insecurities that can be fixed with surgery would do it.
Yeah,
which is
like, that's
kind of true. I mean,
she told no lies there, to be honest.
Because right now, I am content. I just know that if you have the money, because
like, everybody has insecurity.
Yeah, but I don't think I have one distinct insecurity. Like, I think like I really wish I could get my nose done. Like I just hate my nose. So some people really live life not liking a certain part. Like really hate their nose, really hate their small boobs, really hate their big boobs. Like, and so if I had the money, I would get my nose done. If I had the money, I would get breast reduction. Like, so people like that. So I feel like if you're someone like that and then you're given money or you're in that world, then you feel like,
honestly,
hey,
I just don't comment. Like, I don't comment. I don't say, you should have never done that. No, because like, you just never know how you will be when you're in that kind of position. Yeah. If somebody just gave you $5,000, like, hey, here, spend whatever, do whatever you want with it. I'm sure there are many people, more people that they would even be willing to admit that would go and get something done. Even if it's just filler, like, nothing that's permanent.
Yeah.
So I just try not to say anything because I just don't know what I would do in that situation. But I just appreciate those that own it. It's what's annoying is like when you come back on and you're just like, oh yeah, like
with I know that it's not anybody's business. And then if you don't want to address it, like if you get your nose done or you get your boobs done and you don't want to address it, that's
I would even respect that.
If you just want to keep us kind of
because you don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah, if you're like, hey, you kind of knows like her nose change here, that's fine. But like my issue is when people get like full body transformation surgeries and they want to come out talking about waist trainers and talking about workout plans. I'm like, you don't have to lie. Like, you don't have to lie. But you cannot tell me that you worked out for that when you know that you didn't. Like you know you didn't. And it's very deceiving.
But like I've seen where people will come on like just a month later, you haven't seen them for a minute, they come back looking completely different and they have the audacity to show you their workouts every other day. Like, no, there's no need to lie.
Because the workouts always come after the fact. It's not like I've been working out and now look at my body. Like it's more like, oh, my body's here now. Oh, well, this is what I did to get there. It's like, well, why aren't you showing us the process?
If you were even gonna lie like that, the least you could do is like, you know what, I'm gonna work out,
make things look a little more like, oh, maybe she just did squats. Like maybe she really did just work out to get there.
Yeah.
But even then,
I don't know. I just shout out to those that really just come out with it. Just say it because everybody already knows. You can tell.
And that's content. Like that's
true.
content. Like you
That's
vlog
true.
your experience with your consultation and all the process. Like that's content
You
for
will
your
get millions
YouTube
of
channel
views.
if you want that. I don't know.
Yep. So
I feel like it's being someone on social media specifically. Like it's not easy. Like it's very easy to see. Like okay, you look at this at one point and now you look like this. But like people in like just regular real life people who get things done, like they really don't owe any explanation, which is the hard part about being like an influencer. Even harder, like being a celebrity, just a full like actress, singer, like that's one thing. But then being like a social media, like Instagram,
there's
YouTube,
a lot more access to influencers. Like people, because like they're posting everything else about their lives, people are commenting on their lives. It's like you just feel like you're owed an explanation.
Yeah, but sometimes they feel like I don't owe that to you. I want to keep it to myself. I should be able to keep it to myself. But people feel like we said, feel like entitled. Like oh, you owe us. Like you have to tell us what you did. Like what's the difference? Like what changed? Like you used to make a video, make a post explaining it.
Yeah.
And that's like the lack of privacy, even though everything they share is completely voluntary. Where like with celebrities, maybe sometimes things that come out aren't always voluntary.
Someone whether it be TMZ or
paparazzi or an inside source, like it's not voluntary. With social media, like YouTubers, like no one is going lurking in their business
for the most part.
For the most part.
But yeah, we finished our food. There are still about 20 wings looking back at me. So yeah, so we're just gonna have to eat this like throughout the week. There's something, cut it up, put it in our rice or whatever, because this cannot go to waste. I won't allow it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it with the video. Thank you so much for joining me, Rachie.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. We hope you guys like the video. We kind of like bounce around topics, but if anything that we said like resonates with you, or even if you have like another opinion, like feel free to share it down below. Go ahead and give this video a like, and yeah, subscribe. Yeah. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. How exciting! Thank you guys so much. So yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.